so now we're going to turn the OD on the piston. For that, I'm going to need my turning tool from the toolbox. Again, what I'm going to do is make sure I'm cleaned up on the toolbox and the tool itself. It's nice and snugly in the tool post and tightens up. Yeah, that's great. So everything should be centered now on the workpiece. And you can even check that if you want to. Like going across on the workpiece and just moving your lathe tool up to the center of the hole that you've just made and tap, and it matches up quite nicely. That's great. Okay, so now what we're going to do is turn down to 0.495, 0.5 inches on the OD for your piston. Everything is set up again on the lathe. We've checked the feed, if you remember, on the earlier operation, just as we had started with this machine operation. We turn up, I lift the lever up, move over, and just move the cross slide nice and slowly into the workpiece until we make contact. You just want to touch the workpiece. There it is. Now, we zero the index on a cross slide. We go to our manual, and it suggests that our first cut should be 50 thou. So I'm going to turn my cross slide 50 thousandths of an inch. There we go. There's the the feed lever. So I'm going to, with this hand wheel, just move the tool in place. I make my first cut, and then engage the feed with my right hand. There we go. So how much material should I remove? Well, I'm looking to remove approximately 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. So let's just check that, make sure I've done that. So perhaps I can take off a little more. That's okay. I can go back on, and maybe just hand crank it in. Gives us plenty of room now to machine the grooves and also perform the cutoff at the very end of the machining operations. Okay, so now I need to check the diameter. To do that, I'm going to use my micrometer. So I'm at 0.5, 0.55, 0.575, 5.886. Okay. So now I'm going to take off, I need to get down a little more than that, so I'm going to take off another 50 thou. Turn, on, feed lever, engage. Again, I'm going to use my micrometer in. The clicks. That's fit. I'm now looking at 0.5 with 5.25 plus 5 is 0.53. So now I'm going to take off 25 thou. I'm going to leave 5 thou just to finish up. I'll come back to my scale. Within 25 thou. Okay. Okay, so according to my micrometer, I'm just a little over 0.5 inches. So at the moment, that piston is not going to fit inside the cylinder. I need to go approximately down to about here, within this range here. I could go down here, but I'd like to go perhaps just a little bit above it. So I'm going to take 5/1000 of an inch off. Well, I'm sorry, a little more than that. So again, I want to take perhaps 6 or 7 thousandths off to get down within that range. So there's a nice push fit. So there's 7 thousandths of an inch. There we go. We're within tolerance. Okay, so now what we're going to do is machine the grooves in our piston. To do that, we're going to take out our turning tool and replace it with our grooving tool. Now these tools are very, very delicate. So therefore, usually what you would do is try and touch up on the surface of your workpiece. But these are so delicate, what we're going to do is we're using an alternate way of taking our measurements. So what we're going to do is come back, you can see, move the turning tool fairly close to the workpiece. We're not going to touch it in any way. We're just going to bring it into approximately, what's that, 1/8 of an inch away from the workpiece. We're going to take a ruler, push the ruler up against the workpiece like this, and then bring the tool back up against the ruler. And actually you can feel it as you come in. You can actually feel it just push the ruler away from the workpiece. Just as that just about happens, we're actually aligned. This edge here of the tool is aligned to the front of the workpiece. All our dimensions, the datum face is actually the front face of a workpiece, and now we've aligned our tool to the front face. So all our dimensions now can be taken off that front face. We're going to use this dial indicator actually on the machine, so I'm going to try and zero that out. There we go.